We have a ton of Dragon Ball news to get into today. Thank you for joining me and taking your time away from Sparking Zero to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary. We recently had an event with an early screening of Dragon Ball DAIMA where Masako Nozawa and Akio Iyoku hosted the panel. We also had a lot of fans leaving that event and posting about it on social media, confirming some leaks, and also revealing new information which may lead to a troubling revelation that Dragon Ball Super may not be canon. I say may not, it could be. We'll get into that, and then we'll also have a little bit of a Dragon Ball Super movie rumor tease to talk about. So first of all, let's get into the biggest information, which is Dragon Ball Super may not be canon. I say biggest, that's fairly big, but again, like I said, it could just be Toriyama forgot. So, this Japanese fan who attended the event left and said DAIMA does indeed take place after the Buu arc. So confirming that it does take place after the Buu arc. Now we all figured it's after Buu but before Super. But, they go on to say, DBS is completely ignored, because Kibito and Supreme Kai demerge, not because of rejuvenation, but by an absorption of Buu, making the connection with DBS totally impossible. Now when they say rejuvenation, they obviously are referring to the theory that Dragon Ball DAIMA would have Supreme Kai Kibito defused because of the wish to de-age everybody, so Kibito Kai would simply defuse and become children versions of Supreme Kai and Kibito. That appears to not be the case, and it appears that they are going to be demerged by an absorption of Buu. Obviously, this is a reference to Dragon Ball Z. Originally, the original reason for Vegito defusing was because Goku and Vegeta were swallowed up by Buu, and he got defused. I know, that was crazy because it was supposed to be permanent, and then Dragon Ball Super explained that if it's mortals, it's actually not permanent. So now we actually have some contradictory information about how things work out. Now it could still be the case that they fuse back before the end of Dragon Ball DAIMA, and it could be played as a joke and then it connects to Dragon Ball Super and everything works out fine. Or it could be the case that this doesn't make sense and we have a split timeline. Or it could also be the case that Toriyama simply forgot and we just need to ignore this little plot hole. It wouldn't be the first plot hole we ignored, so take it with a grain of salt. DB Kringer2 on Twitter says, according to someone who watched the episode, Kubota animated supervised the first 10 to 15 minutes, which covers the entire story of Dragon Ball, with a heavy focus on the Buu arc. That's really exciting because we're going to get into this next tweet from another Japanese fan whose username is just a collection of letters and numbers. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, I'll throw it up on screen. He says, I watched the first episode of DAIMA, and as you can tell from the preview, if you're a fan of the Buu saga, you'll be excited from start to finish. The Buu saga was even more amazingly drawn than the amazing drawings in the digest of the original and Cell Saga at the beginning of Super Hero. It also felt like that character from the original returned and spoke for the first time in a long time, and it was all so awesome. Now I don't know who that character is from the original that returned and spoke for the first time in a long time is. Could be Launch appearing at this birthday party that we know this episode is going to take place at, who knows. Another thing we know about this episode is this 10 to 15 minute mirage or flashback to the Buu saga is going to be viewed by Goma and Degasu. So obviously that is going to be a big play in the episode. We're going to get a nice lengthy introduction to the villains. That's going to be pretty cool. Geekdom 101 recently did a stream where he said that Dragon Ball DAIMA will run from October to April or 7 months. He also said that to take this with a grain of salt. He could be wrong, so we'll just go ahead and take it with a grain of salt. Now he has had a proven track record with DAIMA, so that's why I like to mention him in these news videos because it's pretty reliable stuff. He also mentioned in February something big is going to happen that is going to be crazy. He wouldn't get into any specifics. Hopefully it's something ginormous. The way he made it sound in his stream, it's going to be pretty eventful. Now, Akio Iyoku commented on DAIMA saying, there's no manga source material for this one. There will be many surprises. We put a lot of thought into it, so I hope you'll watch and enjoy it. You can expect everything you're looking forward to being included. Of course, he's talking about big battles, comedy, action, lightheartedness, everything you want out of Dragon Ball. He also commented on the future of the Dragon Ball franchise, saying, we're still coming up with various plans, brainstorming many things, and we'll keep moving forward. I want to continue giving it my all alongside Nozawa-san. Which could, of course, be alluding to the rumored Dragon Ball Super movie. Gator101 alluded to this in his stream, and he's also been able to confirm again from his sources that the Dragon Ball Super movie was in development, and we are getting another movie. Now, Akira Toriyama passing away during the development could have affected some things in that movie's timeline with its development, but again, we do know it's got to be coming at some point. Akio Iyoku did say that they are still brainstorming and making new things, so Dragon Ball is not going away anytime soon. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary, and I will see you in the next one. Peace off.